Hello everybody and welcome back to All the Mods 8. In the last episode we used evilcraft to create ourselves some special biome bottles which allowed us to change the biome to whatever we would want. And we wanted Amaranth Field, so everywhere around here is now an Amaranth Field, which is amazing. Everything just looks so much better, all the same color. You are freaking out, but whatever. We also upgraded our armor to the Awakened Supremium variant, and we also got ourselves the Morgan, which is probably the most powerful sword in the pack. And also probably my favorite sword. But I was looking at how you were to increase the innate cap, and well, it turns out you cannot do it directly from the Morgan. You had to do it from the Caliburn, so you have to basically start again. And as you can see, I've already maxed this guy's damage out at 105. It gave an extra 5 because we have sharpness 6. And also my mana up in the top left is also at 21,000. Because if we go down to where we were doing the villagers, and we come up through here, I have made these boundary life drain ritual thingies. And pretty much this costs 4 mana a tick to run, which basically allows my mana to be drained. But then also, since I'm using durability exchange, I'm regenerating that mana, so I don't really have to worry about it. So that's how my mana has just been slowly going up over time, which is really, really nice, because the higher your mana, the easier it is to do stuff. So to increase the cap, I was looking at how you do this, and supposedly you're supposed to throw a diamond sword into the lake with a bunch of nether stars. So we have a look in here at Caliburn. On the right side it says Caliburn seems to have some innate limits. Maybe there are some items you could offer to the lake with Caliburn as proof of your purity to remove these limits. So from what I've seen, you're supposed to throw nether stars in. I don't know how many you're supposed to do. I've seen like a stack and a half, or even just 4. Oh yeah, my magnet, just make sure that's turned off. Give it a second for the lake to register that they're in there, and then throw the diamond sword in. And I just heard it over here. Seems to be in the same spot as last time. But now we should have a sword with... Okay, it's a higher innate cap, but it's only 200. Huh. I've seen this sword have over like 5 million. Unless there's some sort of cap in this, but... Let me just double check this is correct. Okay, from what I can see, yeah, it is actually capped at 200. So there's no way going higher than this. But I did read that someone said you could use a ATM star. We're nowhere near getting the star just yet. So that's not going to work for us. So I guess our damage limit is going to be 200. Right, so what we need to do now is go find ourselves a wolf. What is that over there? Is that a llama? It is. What are you doing over here? What are you selling? Ooh. Yeah, we're good. Ah, it's so nice to use this sword. I forgot like how good it is. You don't even have to like aim at the mob you want to kill. It just swing around them and it just hits everything. It's so great. Right, I think the easiest way for us to find ourselves a wolf is to go to the Twilight Forest. We might as well get the portal up and running right now because we are going to need it later on. And we'll probably build it down over here somewhere. And diamond goes in. If nothing's different, there we go. Twilight Portal. Right, all we have to do now is go... Oh, there's wolves right over here. So tame ourselves a wolf. And I'm sorry I have to do this again, but there we go. We got ourselves Morgan. What is going on here? Oh god, that definitely is not right. These are supposed to be snow particles. What is this? I do not know. Anyway, let's go back and upgrade this guy. Alright, we're pretty much about at the max damage we can get to. We just need a little bit more. I think it's 205 we're going to get to. Yeah, it's not going any higher than that. So we can turn off that, and that's pretty much it. The only thing I'm going to do is take this with me because we're going to need it now later on today. So what we want to do now is basically start Botania because we want to enchant all of our stuff. We have no enchantments on our things except for I have this Mahojan projector I tried to put it on, but apparently it's not visible unless you have your armor on, which is not what I wanted. And I don't think there's any other way of putting it on, but it does look kind of cool. It's just the armor doesn't look that nice. It's just orange. Yeah, it doesn't look as good, but I really do like the projector thing. Yeah, but unfortunately we can't use it because I don't like the look of the armor. So up here on our island, we're going to be doing Botania at the back over here. What we want to do is start generating mana, and then we can pretty much just straight up enchant anything we want and duplicate books. And I do need to put down this enchantment extractor somewhere. Right here actually looks kind of good. Right, so for Botania, we're going to start off with Endoflames, but I would like to make Kikamerluses. So we're going to have to make ourselves a good bit of mana first because we need runes. So if we go to Botania, actually we think we just type in Kek. Yeah, there we go. So we just need Pixie Dust, which requires the Elven Trade Portal, and a rune of Gluttony, which is 2 mana diamonds, a rune of Winter, which is all of this stuff again. We need cakes, and I already have a pattern ready for that. I have a cow on a rancher just making me infinite milk, so I can make milk buckets. And then we need runes of fire. So we've set this up many times before, so let's do this quickly. Oh, I need to go back and turn off that boundary life drain. You can see my mana is draining way too fast. It's easy enough to turn them off. You just right click them. And if you want to know how to make these guys, just draw a blood circle on the ground, and it's 2 iron dust and an emerald dust. Right, I guess let's get Botania set up. Right, so here's our very basic Botania setup. I do have more Endoflames, but I want to turn those into the actual like floating versions, just so I can stack them on top of each other and not have to worry about the area. But we're probably not going to use these for too long, but we do need to get at least 1 full mana pool so that we can make 1 Terrasteel. Once I think we get a couple Terrasteel, we'll be able to make ourselves the seed. Yeah, it requires 4, which is a full mana pool. So actually, you know what? Give me out this thing. And I'm also going to need 3 more mana pools. So actually, oh, we're going to lose the mana if we do that. Give me out a mana tablet. It seems I need another mana pearl or mana diamonds. Can we make a few of these? Yeah. All right, now that the tablet is full, we can break that. Put the mana pools here, like so. Then put the splitter. And that will send it into all 4 mana pools, which is what we want. So with the runic altar, we need to make ourselves 1 of every single rune. I can probably put the mana like back into this one. It's empty now, yeah. Can I actually just put down the rest of these for now? Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So what we want is the rune. So if we go back to Botania, what's this thing here? A Fluix mana pool. Oh, is this like when you have your mana inside your cells, it works as the ME interface providing mana into the pool? That's probably what it is. Okay. But anyway, we want the terrestrial agglomeration plate, and that requires 1 of each of the basic runes. So we're going to have to make each one, and my game is not liking the menu here open. Right, I guess we need to make all of those now. So, Rune of Water requires this. Rune of Earth requires that. Mana requires this. Air requires that. And Fire requires that. Right, let's make these. Right, that's all the basic runes now. So we can just tell this thing to point back into there. So, now we can make the Terrasteel agglomeration plate. We just need a block of mana steel, no problem. And there we go. So that kind of consumed most of them. So we'll probably have to make a few more again in a bit. So I'm trying to remember the actual layout of this thing. I think if we look in here. Okay, yeah. So it's a living rock pattern in an X, and then it is lapis around the sides. And we'll probably just put it right here. And there we go. So the only thing we need now is a spark. The one spark on top of the plate, and then we need a spark on top of every mana pool. And there we go. So it's pretty much now just waiting until these pools here are full. And I don't believe using the time in a bottle on the flowers and the spreaders work. Oh, actually, maybe it does. Yeah, I don't think it's fast enough to actually justify doing it, though. It definitely is producing a lot more mana. Like you can see, compared to this one, it's going very slowly, and this guy here is going quite quickly. So maybe if we made a few lenses, you can make these lenses in here. We probably want the potency one, which will pretty much just allow us to send out more mana every pulse. So you can see this guy has that much coming out, but if we put this on him, you can see it sends out that whole burst in one go. So yeah, I guess we'll just sit here and wait until these 4 pools are full. And then we shouldn't have to worry about Terrasteel again. Okay, the mana pools are finally full. So, it's about time we make ourselves our Terrasteel. So, Magna off. And I'm pretty sure it's just one of each of the mana powders. Oh wait, no it's not. Oh no, it's not mana dust, it's mana steel. So, steel, a pearl, and a diamond should draw mana from over there to here. And it should cost an entire pool's worth. And as you can kind of see, I did upgrade the mana production by making the floating endo flames. The only reason I made them floating is because I can stack them higher and have a lot more, whereas these guys normally have to be planted on dirt. So it just makes it a lot easier to pack a bunch of them together. And I made like these, you know, I made the velocity ones, or the potent ones. I made velocity and combined them together. You can combine them together using slime. And I just dyed them purple then as well. So they pump out mana faster and a lot more at a time, which is really nice. Now we just need to make a bunch of Terrasteel. And then we need to make this into a seed, which is the premium essence. There's number 2 and number 3. Now last one, number 4. Huh. I guess it only costed half a mana pool each. I thought it was a full one. Doesn't really matter. And what we want to do is put a seed right there, the 4 essence, and then the 4 Terrasteel. There we go. And I guess for now, we might as well make another row of phytogenic insulators. And now that we're making Terrasteel essence, that's a terracotta pot. Terrasteel essence then can go in this one. Is there space in here? There technically is. Okay. So recipe and a Terrasteel does this. Yes, it is. Apply and then do that. Take this out and then add it in here. There we go. So now all we have to do is just wait for a good bit of Terrasteel to generate, and we'll get some extra seeds then. So we need a couple of Terrasteel nuggets, because now we need to make Natra pylons. We're actually going to need quite a few of these guys. So actually give me out some more diamonds. And let's see how many of these guys we can make. I know it doesn't say I have diamonds, but they are there. They're just inventory glitched. There we go. A whole stack should be good. And since we're going to be making the mana enchanter, a mana enchanter I believe uses 6. And then we need 2 for the actual Natra pylons. There we go. And now what we need is a gateway core. And then the actual gateway itself, along with some glimmering wood. Alright, I'm just trying to think of where we should build this portal. We probably should do it over here. I think this would be fine. So to make the portal, we need 2 mana pools. I think here and here. We need the core here. Glimmering wood is going to go here. No, up one more. Here, here, and here. And then it's going to be actual living wood logs. Oh, I know, I was right the first time. I forgot that I actually have it one block in the ground. There we go. And then the natural pylons go on top of the mana pools, which is basically here and here. Now what I need to do is just fill this mana tablet with a bit of mana to actually allow the portal to activate. Alright, and if this worked, the portal should activate when I right click with the wand. Hey, there we go. So all we need now is some mana pearls. Chuck them in here and we should get back out some pixie dust. Turn on my magnet to make sure I definitely pick it up. So 8 pixie dust should definitely be enough to allow us to make our Caliburns. And also while we're at it, we might as well make some dragonstone and some elementium just in case. It requires 2 per 1. So at least 4 of it will be able to make another seed if we need it. Right, so the Caliburns, bookmark them now, require a gluttony charm or a rune. So that is Rune of Winter. We have the fire. The Rune of Winter is 2 snow blocks, a block of wool, a cake, earth, and water. There's our Rune of Winter, and now we need the gluttony one, which is fire, 2 diamonds, and the winter. There we go. So all we have to do, oh wait, no, this is only going to make us 1 because I forgot you need a rune per flower. Actually, you know what? I'm just thinking now, this setup we got right here is probably actually more than enough. The only thing we could probably do here is just upgrade the spreaders. So to upgrade the spreaders, I'm pretty sure you just throw, since we're making only 2, we only need 12. Living wood into the portal, and it should give out dream wood. Okay, we are getting all 12. And we're actually going to need to get 2 more mana. Actually, 4 of it, since we're going to need 2 more elementium back. There we go. And then using that to make the elven spreader. So we can break these. Oops, did not mean to break that. And then we can pretty much just put these guys back on top. And they should all link to the right one. Yep, hopefully they're all still the same. And my Elder Flame I broke, and we can squeeze you back. There we go. And I would just give you back your lenses and point you directly into here. Cool. Oh yeah, that was one other thing I forgot to mention. I actually swapped out the hopper for a factory hopper, which allows you to drop half a stack at a time. That's how I'm able to fuel all of these guys here without any issues. Right, there should be enough mana in there just to get started anyway. So let's have a look here. If I remember correctly, it's a block of lapis, some obsidian, and the floating flowers. We don't have any more pasture seeds left, so I need some grass. I think we need like 12. Because you need 1 like under every single pylon. Glimmering brown flowers will work too. And then just some dirt. And there we go, 15 brown flowers. And okay, actually for the purpose of knowing what space we're going to need, let's actually just use the layout of it in here. Where is it? Enchanting with mana, visualize, and we want to look this way, and we should be able to get away with it right here. Nope, because that's outside of the area. What's the best way to fit this in? Because we need it near mana, so we can't like put it over there. Actually, we could put it this side here. Nah, it's better if it was here. Okay, I guess I have no choice but to move it forward. Yeah, that should do. It's right in the corner. This is in the middle of the path here, but there's not that many times we're going to be running back and forth from here, so it's okay. We're basically just following the patterns. You can put any type of flowers here, but I'm saying the reason why I'm using floating is because you can't plant flowers on top of obsidian. You could do it here without any issues, but it's good to keep it all the same. Last but not least then is a lapis block and the pylons on top of the flowers now. And there we go. If we've done this correctly, this should turn into the Enchanter. Odds and ends. Cool. So pretty much how this thing works is I'm pretty sure it'll work even if there's mana within range. I don't know what the range of this would be. Wait, it says we're missing something. Oh, because I changed it back into that. Right, so any type of like pickaxe here. So let's just grab out a basic diamond pickaxe here. And then we want the book we want. So turn off our magnet. In here we have Fortune 6. And we also have like a tome here that would allow us to get to Fortune 9. So the highest we can go is Fortune 8. So what we want to do is right click this on, so the thing's on it. We throw this, we activate it, I think. I don't remember exactly how this thing worked. Oh, it does require a spark. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Wondering why it wasn't working. Forgot it needs a spark. So Fortune out on the ground. And it should register. Please tell me the thing is not oh, it's not close enough, is it? Okay, give me a second to move this from here to here. I know everything here is crammed on top of each other, but it should work. So pickaxe on and Fortune book out. Do I actually need to right click? Oh, okay. Oh, maybe it did work over there. I just never right clicked with the wand. Oh, well. But once you have these particles on the ground or this weird rune or whatever, you can pick up the book then and it will automatically get applied to the pickaxe. I'm just going to turn off pickup because I don't want to keep picking up the items. Oh, it's still taking a bit of time. And there we go. We got ourselves a pickaxe with Fortune 6 on it. And then we can come in here, take the enchantment off, and get ourselves an anvil. And then combine the books to make Fortune 7. And then do the same thing over and over again until we got all of the enchantments we want. So give me a bit to get every enchantment I want. And then we're going to mess with Apotheosis to upgrade our armor even further. And I think we finally have all the enchantments now. Yeah, this took a long time to get my hands on because the amount of mana we're producing is not enough to keep up with the amount of enchantment books we're making. So what I want to do now is take off all my armor. The thing is, I think it can't have an enchantment already on it. So we're just going to take everything off of here for now. Yeah, we'll get rid of these. We don't need them. And what we're going to do is just apply protection and thorns to every piece of the armor. Actually, now that I think about it, I might actually need to make 4 of each book. Yeah, I think I might need to actually make 4 of each book because you can only add 1 enchantment on at a time. Right, I guess I need to continue making books. Okay, now I think I have all the enchantment books I need. So we have 4 thorns and 4 protection. So let's add those onto the armor. We're actually really low on levels, as you can see. But we might have enough to actually do all this now. So we got ourselves protection 8 and thorns 6. And now I just need to add on to each piece. Oh, there goes the anvil. Unfortunately, there's not a better version of an anvil, so we're kind of just stuck with the basic vanilla ones. I guess oh, I was wondering why it got so dark. I forgot a helmet has night vision on it. So we'll actually stack the anvils like this so we can just use the next one. So we have protection on there, so thorns, and then protection again, and there we go. So the other books I want to add onto it now is Air Affinity on the helmet, Respiration on the helmet, and Aqua Infinity on the helmet, Reach and Vitality on the chest plate, and then Stable Footing on the boots. I'm pretty sure Air Affinity and Stable Footing both do the exact same thing. One says on the ground and the other one says flying, so I'll just add them on anyway. So Respiration, Air Affinity, and Aqua Infinity. Chest plate is going to get Reach and Vitality. And the boots are getting Stable Footing, and we're completely out of levels now, but the armor is fully upgraded now. Next up then is the pickaxe. It might have been a moment, but we might have a few levels built back up over here. Okay, we might have enough with the 50 there. So the pickaxe then is going to have, we'll start off with the efficiency 10, which costs 10 levels, and then the fortune, which is 10 levels again. So we have Fortune 9 and Efficiency 10. Wow, that's actually quite crazy. So the sword, now we have, where is it? Sharpness 10, brings it from 101 base damage up to 107. I mean, it's not that great, but an extra 7 attack damage, or 6 attack damage is not that bad. Next up then, I want to give it the unbreaking, looting, and now we need to go get more experience. 1 second. The ancient cities are great for getting experience because of all the skulk. Alright, it's 48 levels enough now. So we want to add Vorpal. Sweeping Edge. Technically, we don't need Sweeping Edge, but we'll add it anyway. And oh my god, we're like 2 levels short. So last but not least, Capturing. Now, this is a pretty powerful set of armor. I'm pretty sure we could easily take out the Warden and whatever that Stalker thing is, because I may have accidentally activated another one in that second Deep Dark City. Anyway, now it's time to mess with Apotheosis, and I don't really know where to do it. I guess this floor here will do. So what we want to do is grab out another anvil, and basically a bunch of different gems. Actually, you know what? Let's do it over in our house here, because we actually have a chest right here with a ton of different gems that have pretty good stats. Like this guy here, plus 14 max health. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, speaking of health, let's actually make ourselves all of our heart canisters. So 10 green. Now we need 10 yellow. Ooh, did I actually count this right? Do we actually have enough? Oh, we do. Okay. It might just take a moment because it has to smelt a couple of things to equal up the hearts, but we'll get there. So I guess while that's doing that, let's actually start with Apotheosis. So if we look up gem, we have a ton of random gems in here. So let's just grab out all these guys here. These guys don't seem to... Ooh, add an existing level of fortune, protection, or sharpness. I think the extra fortune on our pickaxe will be quite nice. What's this one here? Okay, this is mainly for bows, so we don't need bows. So if we grab out the anvil, turn off our magnet, throw all these in the corner, and you need to drop an anvil on them. And when it does that, you get this stuff here. Gem dust. And then that gem dust is used for making the salvaging table. And once you get yourself a salvaging table, now you can break down the affix items. So what we want to do is look up mythic. Is it mythic? Most armor pieces have like different affixes. So you can see here, this one's called a windswept. So we need to find one that is literally just like the golden color, like this one right here. So how are we supposed to find just this one? I'm not sure, but pretty much what you do then is once you have your salvaging table, you put this in here, you salvage the item, and you get these god forged pearls. Rarity material is mythic. Then what you can do is make this guy, which is the reforging table, and you then just put your items in here with this and some gem dust. And oh, does this require experience now as well? Oh, it does. But if we get this, our pickaxe will then break in a 5x3. On a block break, we'll get 11 seconds of haste, netherite effectiveness against all blocks, and we get ourselves 3 sockets. Plus, actually, there's quite a lot of stuff here. We get 160% extra experience, 30% base mining speed, and 2.5% extra reach. That's quite good, but we don't want the extra area to break. All blocks dropped will teleport to you. That's pretty nice. 190. Okay, this one here seems to be quite good. So we need 50 levels to do it. I don't know. Oh, we can use the Morgan sword. Okay. I didn't know we could do that. Mob drops will teleport to you. This item ignores 54% of durability damage. That's really nice as well, because the durability is not that great on this. So what I'm going to do then is just gather out myself, go through the system, find as many of these Godforged pearls as I can, and all the gem dust I can craft, and get the rest of the hearts. And then we'll see what kind of OP armor we can come up with. Alright, a bunch of crushing later, we got ourselves a stack of gem dust and 31 Godforged pearls. So, let's take off our armor now, and I've got 200 levels. I've got a lot of levels just from breaking like the furnaces after smelting stuff for a long time. So looking at the helmet, do we want this? We get some extra luck, 10% extra health, a lot of extra armor, physical damage is reduced, attack gained, resistance 2, explosive damage is reduced, socketed 2. Okay, I think I'm actually happy with that. An extra set of resistance, damage reduced, 10 hearts of extra of health, And we got 2 sockets, meaning we can put a health gem and an extra protection gem inside. This one up here, instant health. Nah, that's not that great. No, I'm happy with this. There we go. Next up then is this one. So instant health. No, don't want that. I think I'm already fast enough. 21 armor is not bad either. And fire damage is reduced. We don't really take fire damage anyway. Let me just check that. And so the boots, fire damage. No, okay. So the pickaxe now. We have haste 3. Okay, we're already digging way faster than we need to. But 175 base experience gained is quite nice. The Morgan sword, we got 3 sockets. Extra 30% base crit plus 4 fire. We also get speed. We inflict weakness 3 and ignore 50% of damage. So that will bring our attack damage from 207 to 214. I think I'm going to go with that. I like the look of the armor on this one, so we're going to take that too. I'm liking the look of this one here. We get extra resistance, 10 extra health, a good bit of armor, and 2 sockets. I think I'll go with that. So we have 2 pieces of tools and armor to work with now. Every single one of them wants to do a 5x3 area. I don't want that, because they all want it. So no. We need to be careful. We're actually kind of low on our pearls, because it requires 6 pearls to just make this. So we might need to do 2 4s if we can. What's this one? Instant health, explosive damage, durability, 11 extra health, and 3 sockets. You know, I'm actually kind of happy with that. And the last one we can do is up here, which is haste 3, 190 base experience, 3 extra reach distance, and a pretty decent speed boost. I have a feeling I'm going to be removing this efficiency 10 at some point. Blocks. Okay, I'm happy with that. There we go. So now we got a pretty decent powerful set. Now, to add the socketed items, I'm pretty sure you just use it inside of a smithing table. So let's have a look in here and pick out what we want to use for each piece of armor. Right, I think I'm going to go with this set here. So is it in this one? Yes. Okay, so we're going to be adding on plus 14 health. And we're also going to be adding on an extra level of protection. No, does that not work on this? Oh, I guess it only works on... Okay. So Gem of the Earth only works on weapons, not armor. Right, I'm going to have to pick out a different set of tools then. Does it say it adds an extra level of protection? I'm not sure. Or does it mean core armor as in the chest plate? I think it might mean the chest plate. Yeah, okay. So it's only the chest plate. But we're still going to add the extra health to all the armors. And there we go. So for the pickaxe, I found some flawless ones, which add extra 2 levels. So I'm wondering, could we increase our fortune even more? 2 levels of existing fortune. So we're basically going to have fortune... We are on fortune 9, so we're going to have fortune 11. Can I add a second one? No. Okay, so that means this will go on my sword. And this one here... yeah, okay, we're happy with that. And then this one in here, 2 levels of extra sharpness. We're at 215 instead of 214. I think I'm happy with that. I don't think there's really much else we can actually add to our armor to make it any better. So let's grab out our heart canisters here now and add these in and put it on. Oh, wow. I've never seen pink, reddish kind of color hearts before. I'm actually curious to see how many hearts we have. How do I see the amount of hearts I have? Oh, wow. What color is that? Kind of a very light pinkish orange. But yeah, I don't think anything is going to be killing us anytime soon. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell while you're at it then as well. So, without any further ado, goodbye.